Celine Dion and Rene Angelil's love story is beautiful yet heartbreaking. The tale began when Celine was just 12 years old. Despite their 26-year age gap, they enjoyed a successful 22-year marriage that ended tragically. How did this tragedy make Celine stronger? What do their children look like now? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. Celine Dion was known for her romantic hits like My Heart Will Go On and Love Can Move Mountains, but her greatest love story was never in a song. It was the one she shared with her husband, René Angelil. Dion was 12 years old when she was discovered by a manager who just so happened to be René Angelil. One of her siblings had sent music manager Rene a tape of her singing, and he invited Dion to audition in Quebec. While I was singing, he started to cry. I knew then I had done a good job. Dion later told people of the meeting. Angelil was astounded by Dion's exceptional voice. He said, "At that time, I had been in the business for 20 years. In those 20 years, I had never heard someone like this little girl I had in front of me." Angelil was so committed to making her a superstar that he took a bold and risky step. In 1981, he mortgaged his house to fund Dion's first album, showing his unwavering belief in her potential for stardom. 7 years into their professional relationship, Dion and Angelil went on their first official date when she was 19. Although she later admitted that the pair's relationship took a romantic turn a year or so earlier, the couple initially kept their relationship out of the spotlight because of their 26-year age difference. Celine and Rene's significant age difference didn't bother them, but it did bother Celine's mother, who saw Rene as a man who had experienced 2 failed marriages and had 3 children. However, it certainly didn't seem like anything was going to get in the way of Dion and Rene's love. The couple got married on December 17, 1994. The lavish ceremony happened at Montreal's Notre Dame Basilica. The singer, who was 26 years old at the time, looked stunning in a silk dress designed by Morella and Steve Gentile. Her dress featured a 20-foot train made of lace and crystals, which would have taken 1,000 hours to create, as per Vogue. It seems like Dion and Angelil were destined to complement each other both in the professional world and in their personal lives. In the late 1990s, Angelil was diagnosed with cancer. Doctors discovered a lump on Angelil's neck in 1998, and later they diagnosed him with malignant throat cancer. At that time, Dion talked about the situation, saying, "We have asked doctors many times, how long does he have? 3 weeks? 3 months? Rene wants to know, but they say they don't know. Honestly, there's nothing scarier than watching your spouse go through a health crisis, and that's the situation Dion found herself in." In light of her husband's health, Celin took a break from her career to focus on Rene's needs until he was declared cancer-free in 2000. To celebrate, Celine and Rene decided to renew their wedding vows in Las Vegas with an Arabian Nights theme. While Celine and Angelil were enjoying their best days, something was missing in their life: having children. After many failed attempts to conceive and 2 small operations at a fertility clinic, in 2001, the couple welcomed their first child together, a son named Rene Charles. Then, in 2010, they received another blessing when fraternal twin boys joined their family, Nelson and Eddie. Dion described them as a miracle from God. Eddie named after the French songwriter Ed Marnay, and Nelson named for the former South African president Nelson Mandela. The birth of Celine and Rene's twins brought even more joy to their world. However, in 2013, Rene's cancer returned, and after a long battle with the illness, he sadly passed away on January 14, 2016. Since Rene's passing, Celin has stayed away from romance and made it clear that her heart still holds love for her late husband. In an interview, she said, "Right now, love is so important in my life, with my kids and life itself. I'm not thinking about starting a new relationship and falling in love again." Despite the deep grief and emotional pain she endured, Celin found strength in her love for Rene and their shared dreams. She dedicated herself to raising their children, ensuring they felt supported and loved during such a difficult time. However, in 2020, she faced another heart-wrenching loss with the death of her mother, who had a profound influence on her career. Despite her deep sorrow, Celin, who had a show scheduled for that same day, took the stage as planned, believing her mother would have wanted the show to go on. Shortly after her mother's passing, Celin encountered a series of health challenges. She began experiencing symptoms related to a rare neurological disorder known as stiff person syndrome, which she publicly revealed in December 2022. The disorder caused severe muscle spasms and stiffness, impacting her ability to walk and sing. These health issues led to the cancellation of several tour dates as she focused on her recovery. Despite these challenges, Celin remains hopeful and deeply appreciates the support she has received from fans worldwide. She worked with a team of medical professionals to manage her symptoms and improve her condition. After 2 years, she made a significant comeback at the opening ceremony of the 2024 Summer Olympics, with a performance that touched hearts worldwide, highlighting her resilience after a long absence and struggle with illness. Celin's journey through grief ultimately made her stronger, teaching her to embrace life, even in the face of adversity. Raising her 3 children during this period required immense strength and resilience, and she has often expressed that her children were a major source of motivation and support for her. Today, René Charles is 23 years old, and he shares his mother's passion for music. In a 2018 interview, he admitted that he initially kept his music love a secret from her. René Charles has released multiple songs online and even reached the top spot on the Canadian SoundCloud R&B charts. In 2021, he released his EP titled Casino 5. After the EP's release, Dion proudly celebrated her son on her Instagram story, writing, "I'm so proud of my son. My love for him is so strong, and it touches me deeply that one of his passions is also one of mine." René Charles is also interested in sports. In 2015, Dion shared with people that her son was quite athletic and enjoyed playing golf and hockey. She was even spotted cheering and dancing in the stands at one of his hockey games in Terrebonne, Quebec, proudly wearing a jersey with Angelil written on the back. Eddie and Nelson are now 13 years old. Being raised in a French-Canadian family, it's no surprise that they quickly became fluent in both French and English. They were only 5 years old when Angelil passed away. To this day, Dion continues to mourn her husband and honors his memory every year. On the 5th anniversary of his passing, she wrote, "Rene, it's been 5 years already. There's not one day that we don't think about you. You are in our hearts and in our lives forever. We love you." In interviews, Celin has often expressed that Rene's spirit is still with her, guiding her in her decisions and helping her stay strong for their family. What do you think of this love story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.